Where flavor gets its wings.
Now, your hosts,
Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Hey, it's Thursday. Thursday. What are we doing today, Kurt?
Yeah, I don't know. You're leading this show.
Hey, you don't
captain
know
of this boat.
Man, we doing Cowboys defense, Saints offense.
I never know which direction you're going. So.
Do y'all think, before we get into this, do y'all think this is going to be a high-scoring game? Because it's got the potential to be a shootout, right? Or can Bridgewater do that?
And that was the question I was saying yesterday is you don't know what this game going to be. I mean, you can give a score, but until we see what's happening, because I know that they are talking to their defensive coordinators, the head coach saying, fellas, we cannot let them explode. We have to, will they play? I call it a numbers game. Mm-hmm. If it's inside, if they kick the ball inside the 25, you come out and you run the ball, you see what's happening, and you build from there. Or is they going to come and say, you know what? The Cowboys are going to score 30. No matter where we at on the field, every chance you get is to be aggressive. But that depends on what they feel about Teddy Bridgewater. Am I correct there?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
This is just my gut feeling.
Gut feeling.
Cowboys are going to score 30.
You don't think?
No.
They
They're going
are.
to score 30.
They are.
They will. All right.
At least.
I thought you said they won't.
No.
They're going to.
They're going to score at least 30. Now, what the Saints do, none of my concern.
Right.
The Cowboys going to get you high 20s, low 30s. That's just the way this offense flows now.
Can the defense keep them to 20 points?
Who is that? Our defense.
Our defense keep them to.
They had two defensive touchdowns, right, last week, and a special team touchdown. The Saints.
They had a punt return.
They had a punt return and
a
fumble.
pick. Something like that.
Yeah. So
something like that.
So let's see. I mean, this is a test. I think this is a test for the Saints too, because they have not stopped anybody defensively. Mm-hmm. Now, the big challenge is going to be their defensive end versus our right tackle. Our corner, their corner.
Lattimore.
Let's see who he chooses to cover. If they play that game, they may not fear because my man Cooper may have a bum ankle. So who is the next guy? Gallup is not there. Who is the next guy? I mean, do you see Randall Cobb as a featured guy? I mean, he can maybe do it on certain plays in certain situations, but can he walk out there and say, hey, I'm next man up?
Well, here's where Kellen Moore comes into play. Right? The good coaches, the good ones, mm-hmm. They scheme it up to where they're putting their offensive players in the best position possible. So if the advantage is Randall Cobb on DB, whoever,
right?
Can he draw it up and call it to get that mismatch? Or is it Eli Apple is going to give up some plays? He just had that ability, not the ability or the lack of the ability to just be shut down. He is the one guy I wouldn't want to attack a Lattimore all the time. I'm not afraid of him.
Right. I'm not either.
And there's a guy that I want to test his, as they say, text his gangster.
Right.
Eli Apple. That's the guy I want to test. And so how do we get there? How do I get Amari on him? How do I get Amari on him running certain routes? How do I get Randall Cobb on him running certain routes? How do I get whoever it is we feel we have a distinct advantage of? How do I get that matchup? We always bring this up. This is how the Patriots do their business. I don't have to call 40 different plays. I can call the same play 40 different ways. Mm-hmm. And it's all dependent upon what matchups do I want to get and who's going to give me the best opportunity to succeed in that matchup.
Do their corners play sides or do they follow their guys?
They stay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that makes it a little easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Get your matchups.
I think the interesting thing about this game is the last few times that they've played, you as a Cowboys fan were relying on the defense, hoping the defense could control their offense. I think what makes this game interesting is you're not that worried because for the first time your offense can score with anybody in the league.
Yes.
So you're not scared to get you don't want to probably get in a shootout, but you're not afraid to have to get into one to be able to put yourself in position to win. Usually it's like, man, the defense, especially with Drew Brees out, you're expecting the defense to do decent, but the offense can score you points. So,
yeah. Well, first of all, I want to say about yesterday when you did the Larry Allen deal, and they were telling me, a lot of people said, we won that game.
Did you?
Yeah, we won that game with Larry Allen.
So you got mad at me and almost cussed me out and shut me.
I'm sorry.
And like, as in your words, shit me down the whole rest of the show because of that.
Shut you down. But anyway, I want to apologize. I didn't go check and see if we really won, but Moose Johnson said we won that game.
Stole my bit and my thunder.
Yeah, Bill Jones said we won that game. So, but that ought to tell you how fearful I was of going into that Terror Dome. I thought we lost every game we went in there. But anyway, back to what you guys said. Man, I just don't know what this game's going to be, because in that dome, their defense does have a tendency to ratchet up a level. If they can be ranked number 25 and they go in their own dome and all of a sudden they playing like a top 5 ranked defense, because you cannot hear. You just cannot hear. And unlike other teams, let's say the Kansas City Chiefs go in there or the New England Patriots, and they get up a score and the crowd get quiet. That ain't happening with the Cowboys. They ain't gonna get quiet until we beat them in a convincing way, or we get 14 up and then maybe like, oh, maybe different Cowboys. But if we within striking distance, they are not going to shut up.
Yeah. And Jesse, you brought up a great observation yesterday talking about Bridgewater and how he throws all of his passes near the line of scrimmage, or they, get Kamara out in space. Kurt did a great job, went and found a graphic, if you can put it up on the screen, Kyle. Explain to everybody that isn't watching what this will be, Kurt.
It's just a chart. It's a spray chart, I guess you'd say, of his passes, and the bulk of them, pretty much all of them, are 10 yards or less, like we had talked about after the show yesterday. So everything's dumping off underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's your chart. So the blue line's the line of scrimmage, and you can see what are the blue dots, Kurt?
Blue are the touchdowns. He had 2 touchdown passes, which both were dump offs behind the line of scrimmage. The guy just found an opening and scored. So.
And then the green dots are just completions.
Right.
So you can see there's several out to the left in the flat, and then everything's close to the line of scrimmage. And then there's a graphic that you pulled of Dak. That's kind of the opposite of where he's been completing everything this year.
Well, most of it's still underneath, just given the nature, but he's definitely going a lot deeper than he has in the past. And
there's a lot more dots on that chart than there is the other one.
Yeah, there's a little more. So,
yeah.
Well, I guess my question is, how do you defend that? How do you defend those quick passes underneath?
You tackle.
You let them have it, and you stop them short.
Because you can't stop. It's almost, unless the easiest thing I've seen, Jesse, is when you know a guy's setting up to block you, then you just take off to the guy. Now you racing the ball, hoping that you can time it as soon as he catch it. And that's when they do the little drop back passes off the line of scrimmage, But most guys, like of Alvin Kamara's ilk, they going to get a yard or two. You just got to make sure you tackle them, because that's a 3-yard gain. What you hoping for is a bad pass. You're like, okay, he can't complete this. Because when you give a great athlete a chance, like this kid they showing on the screen, Kamara, bro, that's a bad headache waiting to happen, man.
You got to win first down.
Yeah.
You got to win first down. Like that is where this is how you eliminate that. You got to win first, and I shouldn't say eliminate. This is how you lessen their percentages of being successful. If you can get this team, and with this quarterback, you just saw the chart. He doesn't want to throw the ball down the field. Mm-hmm. If you can get him in a situation where he is in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, now you're talking about being able to set up a defense. Because when you're on 3rd down, first thing that come out of your mouth as a defense is alert screen. It's the first thing you say. When you're a defensive player and it's 3rd and 8 plus, hey, alert screen. You're already on high alert for screen. So that's the first thing in your mind. So even as a rusher, whether you're Crawford or whoever, You're rushing with the sense of, okay, let me see how this guard is playing. Is he sitting back soft to Olay me? Right? Your spidey senses begin to go off because now alert screen. If you can win on first downs with Teddy Bridgewater at the quarterback and get them into definite passing downs on third down, again, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, the percentages go up because you put them in a position where I know you got to pass now or run a screen. But when you're getting in, if you go back and you look at it, when you put the Saints in 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 2nd and 5, now the playbook is open to do whatever. And I can call a screen. I can dump it off to Kamara. I can throw a quick one to the tight end, right? Cook. Those type of things are happening because they're winning first down. They're not finding themselves behind the sticks. So when you get to that manageable third down, they're winning. Because like you just said, right? I give Alvin Kamara the ball. He gonna get 3 yards, 4 yards. So if it's 3rd and 3, if it's 3rd and 3, I feel comfortable with saying, "Here, 41, take it and do what you do."
And as he was talking, our producer was showing this dude. Yeah. And I wish you'd show that clip again,
man. The Seahawks game?
These are some of the better Seahawks are a good tackling team, brother. The Seahawks watch this. Brother, he done broke down everything in this dude. Would you like some fries with that shit? Man, this dude is special now. That's why they let Ingram go. If he was not special, they would have tried to keep Ingram.
Yeah.
That's why they let Ingram grow. He is special, man.
How is the Saints' offensive line?
Good. Mm-hmm. See, that is the most underrated thing I think about the Saints is their offensive line. People keep trying to down, they okay. They just good enough. They just good enough to get everybody open. And with Drew Brees there, he works magic behind that line. He works magic. Now, and I hope it don't happen this game, but just get Teddy Bridgewater with Peyton another week. And he going to be working magic. This is a good offensive line. They're
ranked 3rd by Pro Football Focus.
I'm telling you now, and people don't ever talk about Sean Payton, and I'll keep saying this, over the last 4 years, this project started 4 years ago, where in his mind, he was like, I'm not going to be with Breeze much longer. He started building his team and saying, and he's always believed in offensive linemen. He got that from his mentor, Bill Parcells. He's always like that. Now what he's trying to do is find that defensive match. He had Rankins, and he was hoping your boy Marcus Davenport. He's not fulfilling it yet. I'm not saying that he can't.
Yeah,
but
he
he's
has
not
flashes.
there yet.
He has flashes. He's not consistent enough.
But his secondary, I promise you, you let this front, Hickerson and all, you let them start coming. And even Eli Apple start looking good. I'm serious.
No, and the difference with this secondary for the Saints, they're playmakers.
Yes, they are, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have some guys who just play coverage. You have some guys, they're looking to make the play. They're looking for the interception. They're looking, how can I go and get me one so I can go dance at the other end of the end zone on a pick six? But for the Cowboys defense, and we've all heard this term 100 times. You hear coaches screaming it. They literally do drills and practice for it every day. 11 guys to the football. 11 guys to the football. I'm not afraid of Alvin Kamara. 11 bodies better get to the football when he has it.
Yes.
He's not. When you look at running backs, you go, oh, well, Adrian Peterson in his prime, he was just so powerful and just so strong. Or, Barry Sanders was just so shifty. And you don't know I don't know what category to put him in because he is slithery. He is elusive. You're not shoulder tackling him. You're not arm tackling him. But he ain't a big dude.
5'11", 215.
He's not a big dude. But if you don't bring everything, square them up, thud them, wrap them, hold on, wait for the cavalry. You're not one dude consistently is not. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Sean Lee. I don't care if it's Leighton Vander Esch. I don't care if it's Jalen Smith. One dude is just not going to bring him down on a consistent basis. Now it may happen, but you keep finding 41 and any one of your players one-on-one in the open field. I'm like Mama Gross. I'm gonna bet big on a 51-point spread. I'm gonna take my chances with 41 in the open field. With one time, you're gonna have to bring your pads, your feet, your technique, and the rest of your boys when he gets the ball.
Because
you talked about the open field. Like 13 of his 16 runs against the Seahawks were outside.
Right.
How does that change how you defend? I mean, are the linebackers play a little further out? I mean, what changes?
What you have to do, number one, if you're trying to run him out there, your defensive ends have to always think and set the edge first. It ain't no just taking off running up the field. Just set the edge and see what's happening if it's a run. If it's a pass, you telling your linebackers, and I'm going to defer to Jess a little bit more. You telling the linebackers, if you square up, push him towards the other pursuit. If it's going to the outside, push him out of bounds. Let the out of bounds be your savior. If you think it can get you to the inside, make sure somebody coming. But don't just lunge out there and give him 2 ways to go.
Yeah.
That's what that linebacker did. He squared up, and he's just like, oh, don't you know you just done lost. You got to push him somewhere to help you. That's how good he is. When we used to play against Barry Sanders, Coach John's like, hold on, fella. Don't just run out there and think you're going to tackle this guy. Push him somewhere towards some help or out of bounds. Don't go out there and just square up on this dude and give him 2 ways to go. And then, this is the killer. Late in the game, if he need a first, then he'll run you over.
Right.
They did pretty good against him last year. I think he only had like 36 yards or something like that.
Yeah, he won the feature.
He won the feature, though?
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
And I'm with you, Jed. This is not an Ingram / Kamara thing. This is, we are breezeless. This dude going from 20% of their offense, and I maybe was over saying it from last year, to he's going to be 25 or 30. I saw him take over a game. They tried to let him take over the Ram games, but it was too late. But they let him take over against Seattle. And when you hear a coach, you see, y'all know how I feel about the head coach. I love the Seattle head coach. I think he's smart in the way he handled his business. When he says that, hey, man, I underestimate, that means he told his players, Kamara, all right, but he ain't all that. He was trying to be honest with his players and got jacked up.
Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a little more. Let's just talk Cowboys defense. Does that sound good, Kurt?
Sure.
You good? You want to talk about some underwear when we come back?
Oh, I love talking about underwear.
Yes. On Hanging with the Boys.
Right.
Your new apartment's big. Such a great deal.
It's okay.
Just okay? What's not to...
Right above the subway!
Well, I bet you don't even notice it after the...
That's my neighbor, Angus!
A deal that's just okay is not okay. Get a great deal with America's Best Network. Come into an AT&T store and learn how to buy one smartphone and get a second one on us. Based on GWS 1 score, September 2018.
Now's a good time to tell you that SeatGeek is the new source of tickets for all your football needs this season. SeatGeek makes managing tickets easy, whether it's buying or transferring to a friend. They even tell you the best deals for every game based on their deal score technology, which rates every seat on historical data, price, and location. Download the SeatGeek app on your phone and take $20 off your first purchase using code Dallas at checkout. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
Work the Cowboys way and channel the winning business tradition of the Dallas Cowboys and the Jones family at Formation. This dynamic workspace provides an elevated work experience on the Star's aspirational campus with exclusive membership options available to meet varying needs. Choose from open workspaces, dedicated desks, and private offices to leverage our home field advantage for your individual business success. Limited memberships are available now, so apply today at formationatthestar.com.
Back
to Hangin' with the Boys.
Thomas is still.
This segment's brought to you by Tommy John. You can go to TommyJohn.com/Cowboys for the most comfortable underwear on the planet. And Kurt's going to tell you about those underwear.
You just told him.
No, I just told him what this segment was
Tailgating
sponsored
can be
by.
sweaty work, the unloading, the grilling.
And the what?
And I'll leave Nate alone. Make sure your tail remains
The
sweat-free.
cornhole!
I tried, Nate. Make sure your tail remains
nasty,
sweat-free
man.
with Tommy John, the breathable, moisture-wicking underwear. It's got that quick draw fly thing, too. It's amazing. Go to TommyJohn.com/Cowboys for 20% off your first order. TommyJohn.com/Cowboys.
Cool. Thanks, Kurt.
Sure.
Thanks, Miles.
Hey, what's that guy name?
Which guy?
The new guy, the guy
Kyle?
that's back there. Yeah, Kyle.
What are you doing? You sending him a text
him
message?
that we're doing 12:30 tomorrow?
Not yet.
Show?
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, what's up?
You and William. Y'all okay
How
if we
you spell
go
that Kyle?
Kyle?
I put it in your phone like 10 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, you the dude with the funny last name. All right.
Yeah, that's fine. If that's how you remember me, that's all that matters.
That and the dude that screamed in our ear on Monday.
He did scream, though.
Yeah.
He did yell.
Yeah, it was loud.
He was like, Reno, Tom on line one. Wait a
He
second.
was mad at us.
Are y'all good if we go at 12:30 tomorrow?
Yeah, that works for Caden as well.
Yeah, I'm good.
Where's Caden?
Where's
He
Caden?
ain't
Standing
got-
right here.
He ain't got nothing to do with his show.
Yes, I do. I'm right here. I'm maintaining.
Hey, Caden.
Maintaining.
What's up, Kate?
What is
Hey,
maintaining?
That's
Kyle,
it. That's
can you
his
put
new
Kate-
line.
Main-
Can you
Thanks
put
for
Kate
maintaining.
on the screen? Can you put Kate on the screen, Kyle?
KG,
Thank
what up,
you.
man?
Nice hat, by the
I
way,
don't know what
today, Jesse.
maintaining
Wow,
is.
that's the
There
guy
it
in the
is.
back, man.
There's the whole crew. Kyle, the new guy. Caden, the maintainer, and
Back there.
William, the whatever. What is
That's
William?
Bro
What's your
Will.
nickname, William?
Bro Will.
Bro Will.
Bro
Bro
Will.
Will.
All right.
Yeah.
William knows everybody.
Yeah.
Jesse's
Bro
got
Will
a.
a hot boy.
He is.
exactly
Honorary
right,
hot
but yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably hurt his feelings now that Taco's still a hot boy and he's in Miami. Will was the only hot boy that didn't play for the Cowboys. Now
I
Taco.
would not cheapen Taco's sack. But where do you place that in amongst the Cowboy greats?
Taco's first day was the same day.
What's that?
Said a fun fact is me and Taco's first day was the same day.
Oh man, you outlasted Taco. Congratulations.
Thought I would outlast the first round pick.
That normally happens. I got a few myself.
Does that rank right up there with on all-time sacks? Right there with Michael Strahan's sack of Brett Favre to break the sack record.
Yeah, both of them was a joke.
Jesse has a Cowboys hat on 2 days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
You're really
In
really driving this Cowboy fandom
on the
home this
bandwagon
week, aren't
here.
you?
I believe.
He said he worked for
Believer.
him. He said he worked for him. So
I'm just trying to hold on to all the little jobs I got left. Okay? Just trying to.
I'm with. Hey,
All the side pieces. huh?
Hey, man.
Whatever I got to do.
My wife, like you talk more about hanging with the boys now than you used to. I said, yeah, Jesse taught me value. Hang on with what you got, brother. He inspired me. Yeah. Wow.
Inspired. Nate is inspired. Oh, awesome. All right. Cowboys defense. I think from what we hear from everybody, the biggest concern outside of this room and maybe inside this room is your front four.
7.
Front four keeping those guys off your second three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because last year they had a great game against New Orleans. They were flying all over the place. We saw what happened in the playoffs with the Rams. If you can keep those linemen off your linebackers, it's a totally different look. Should we be concerned about that this game too?
I like New Orleans offensive line. I really do. You heard me talk about it earlier. Christian Covington, Tristan Hill, Malik Collins, and who else would be there? It's a fourth guy because they're going to have to go with 4 inside guys this week.
Kerry Hyder, maybe.
Kerry Hyder. Either Daniel Ross, he's still with us too, right?
No, he's out.
He's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
His arm's in a sling.
Those 4 guys going to have to really compete this week because we talk about how great 41 is. They got another guy, the
L train.
Yeah.
Latavius Murray.
He's got the ability to hit inside. I think that they're going to watch film and they're going to say, okay, we're going to hit inside with these guys. We're going to stress them. But the quick passes, when they go for these quick passes, man, our corner's going to have to cover. Make Teddy hold that ball. Make Teddy hold that ball. And the pressure up the middle, push him out. If these quick passes come out, we in trouble. Now, that's just what I believe. Because that don't give our middle guys a chance to push. And that way our outside guys can be effective. Now, I know when the game first starts, I know that's what's going to happen. But as the game, you can't win. And correct me if I'm wrong, Jesse, but I don't think you can win the game against us with just quick passes down the field.
No, not this new offense.
Yeah.
It's too explosive.
Yeah.
It's too explosive. But the biggest thing for our defense is fits.
Yeah.
Fits. You can't have, and we talked about it last week, Jalen, you can't be this erratic person. Leighton, you got to know where you're supposed to be. Your fits are going to be so important because I do think they're going to try, this league is a league where wherever you showed on film the week before that there's a soft spot, they're going to test it. And they have the personnel, the offensive line, the running backs to do so. Now, how do I get Teddy Bridgewater to be effective in what he wants to do? They don't want to pass the ball down the field.
Not early.
I need those linebackers to do what? Step up.
Mm-hmm. You bring your safeties up any too?
No. Ain't no need.
No, because at the end of the
no
day, here's the thing. They still got Michael Thomas.
That's right.
They still got Ted Ginn. Right? And you said it. I believe you. I'm with you. Ted Ginn, if it ain't 40 yards or deeper, Ted Ginn ain't really getting it.
No, yeah.
So, but this game, when we come back on Monday, I'm presuming a dub. But if it's not, it's going to be directed on those front seven on the defense. We're going to be able to look back at that and go, these guys didn't show up. If it's an L, it's because those guys didn't show up and wasn't alignment assignment sound for 4 quarters of football. That's where this game is going to be won and lost at. I don't believe Teddy Bridgewater is going to throw for 400 yards. I don't believe it. Mm-hmm. I just don't. Not saying that he can't. I just don't think that's going to happen.
You guys mentioned a little bit yesterday about tackling's been a problem for this team, and Kamara leads the league in forcing missed tackles. I mean, how's that something you correct? Is it positioning? Is it just not wrapping up?
Is it want to with technique? Defense ain't nothing but see ball, get ball, but it's all about angles and technique. Understanding, okay, it's 3rd and 5. What can possibly happen from what you've seen on film and what the situation dictates? Now it's about rallying to what happens, And if it's 3rd and 4, they options, I want to say, due to the back that they have, and Michael Thomas is his name, and the great short route runner that he can be. Like yesterday I was telling Jesse, he told me what it was, where he just come in curls, and that thing could be anywhere from 5 to 10 to 50, where he just run and curl right in the middle to an open spot. They've been doing that forever, and you have to stop that. So you have to tackle. And I'm going to keep coming back. You have to square up and realize and tackle. If it's Kamara, push him to something. Don't give him 2 ways to go. Mike, I don't know if he's a good run after catch guy. You can tell us about that. He a good runner. See, I know he catches a lot of balls. I know he catch a lot of balls. And I know at the end of the year he'll have 100 catches for 1,200 or 1,500 yards. I don't know what that average is. I don't really care to know, but he's special.
He's kind of a speed guy with hands, right? Kind of like a Hopkins type guy.
He is a combination of it all. He's not a burner. Mm-hmm. He's athletic. He runs great routes. Mm-hmm. Has exceptional hands. Right. Makes the difficult catches. He puts the pressure on your defensive backs every single time. And the route that Nate's talking about is they run a lot of those wrap 4s, right? It's a 4 route. It's wrapped right in there, and they just high-low you. They want what are you going to do, linebacker? You going to step up because the back's right in front of you? Cool. I'm dumping it right behind your head. Oh, linebacker, you're going to go back to where the wrap 4 is at? No problem. I'm going to dump it right to 41, and he'll have a 2-way go. So now you have to come up and so this is what they want to do, is they want to use that concept, or it's with Jared Cook. They just want to just high-low you. I want to put that linebacker in that high-low situation where he feels, that quarterback is eyeing the guy behind me. I drop back. No problem. I'm going to throw it right to the guy in front of you. He turns, and you have Alvin Kamara in the open field. So that's all they want to do. And they'll methodically work their way down the field. Even when this offense has Drew Brees at the helm, they're not really hitting you over the head. Drew Brees loves the seams. That's why he always wants a good tight end. I want to control the seams. I want to be able to have that tight end control the seams so that the coverage is lifted. Everything now is lifted.
It's moving back, man.
It's moving back. The coverage is lifted. Once the coverage begins to get lifted, I can throw everything else. Drew Brees, I can throw this. I can throw the curl. I can throw the hook. I can throw the stop route because you're lifted. And then when you finally step up, now I'll throw the seam right behind your head.
That dude will curl in there, Michael. He'll curl in there, and all of a sudden you see him straighten up. You see him curl in there, and you'll see like Teddy Ginn just detour off, and all of a sudden he just running down the field. He ain't caught nothing but maybe one pass before that, and you'll see Teddy Ginn with a 60-yard bomb.
But in the back of your mind, if you're Jeff Heath, if you're Xavier Woods, if you're whoever, I promise you, Coach Richard is telling them, "Hey, listen, when Teddy gets in the game, he can't get behind you. So when you look and you see and you go, hey, let me start backpedaling back because you just it's one of those things where I don't know if it's going to be in the first quarter, the third quarter, the second, the fourth, but if you fall asleep, that bomb go right over your head when Ted gets in the game. So he makes you honor that every single time out there because you know this is what he does."
You guys are making me worried here.
See, the thing about
Cowboys still gonna win.
Yeah,
they got one dude that's, and I bet you they got one dude up in the press box called a sleeper dude. I'm talking about the Saints. They say they went to sleep. They went to sleep, Coach. I just saw them let Teddy run behind them twice. They sleeping, Coach. And all of a sudden, cause I laugh, man. What have you known Ted Ginn when he was with the Panthers?
Speed, track guy.
I'm like,
even back at Ohio State, screens, screens, smoke routes, anything when you get the ball, let him run and go routes.
And the other teams have tried to make him more than that, and he do not excel. They've tried to make him a route. They've tried to ask him to do more, and Ted to be like, "I'll do this, but it ain't no glory in it." You know. Wow.
But here's the thing. We say all these things. I forgot what I think I picked the Saints to win. Did I pick the Saints to win this one? Who did I pick to win? I forget.
I think I'm the only one that picked the Saints.
Yeah.
But I tell you here.
To win?
Yeah. I have to go look. The sheets are upstairs.
Okay.
I'll bring them
I
tomorrow.
picked the Saints to win.
You did?
I thought you were the only one that picked the Cowboys.
I think you're the only one that picked the Cowboys.
I'm the only one that picked the Cowboys. Yeah.
Okay.
I think everybody picked Saints.
And again, all of that was before the Drew Brees injury.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff can be preventable if you do what you're supposed to do.
And the thing about it, Jesse, we have the athletes. And
that's what I was.
And I've been saying this for 2 years. Ain't nobody can cover. I will put them against any All-Pro until the split second that the ball gets there. That's Cheetah Bay. Perfect position.
Yeah, you think he can hang with these guys?
All over a guy, just right before the ball get there. I don't. Jesse, and that's one thing. What is it? I mean,
ball awareness.
He be all over a cat, man.
Awareness. I mean, if you look at his, if it was a Madden rating, his speed would be 99, his coverage would be 90, his flexibility would be 95.
Yeah.
His awareness, 54.
He need him some Tommy Johns, Kurt. Need some ball awareness.
Yeah, ball awareness. All right.
Tommy John's aware of your balls.
Yeah.
It's time to be ball, baby.
And so, and then Jones make me mad. So athletic, bat down so many balls. Can you catch one of them? That don't make you mad?
I think that's a mentality. I do. You played with Prime. Prime wasn't trying to bat nothing down.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. Early in my career, I prayed against Ed Reed. Ed Reed wasn't trying to back nothing down. Like, you just, some cats is like, I'm going to score. And they want to score. Some cats is like, I just want to do my job. If I bat it down, PBU, my job is done. Some cats just they have that offensive mindset built in them.
That's what hurt Lynch. I mean, not Schumann, Lattimore. That's what hurt him over the big catch with.
Right.
Yeah, that's what hurt him because he was going for the rock. So he's trying to play a situation.
Some guys just have it, and some guys just, you take Byron because he's going to do everything you want him to do it right. He just may not get the pick, opposed to another guy like, Keith Talib or Chris Harris or Jalen. They gonna gamble, but the risk is worth the reward. For most of the time, they get a pick six. So some guys just don't have it offensively, that offensive mindset to go get the interception.
See, when you see a guy do this out there, when the Cowboys do that, you can't make me believe that they thought they was gonna catch the ball. When I see,
oh man, you're rough on these guys.
When I see Lattimore, even George Norman, when they be really hot at themselves because they done did it. You have to have success in knowing. So how do you know a feeling of dropping a ball when you ain't never caught a ball? I'm being honest.
That makes sense.
So
they catch them in practice.
Even when you catch them in them fake preseason games, you got to have some success doing this thing for real. Like Heath know what it is to catch a ball. Jeff Heath, he know what it is. Now, and we collectively for the last 4 years, like, man, we need a safety. We mad because they don't get a safety. But if anybody gonna get the ball, it's gonna be Heath.
Yeah, do y'all think?
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
That is the problem.
I personally think you can coach turnovers, but you can't coach interceptions. Like you said, you got to have a nose for the ball. You got to be in the right place at the right time. Do you think you can coach turnovers? You got to believe
what you see. You got to believe what you see. And
trust your instincts and know.
But instincts are what? It's inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't coach that.
Yeah.
But can you coach turnovers? Like knocking the ball out, ripping the ball out, things like that.
Ball out.
Yeah.
But see, like last week, when that ball came out for the Saints, I think it was number 20 for somebody, he wasn't even really looking at the ball. But when he saw that ball hit the ground, all he thought about was scoring, because when he picked that ball up, he was 90 going north. It wasn't no ball loose. He got it and was gone. It's a difference, man, in how you think. I remember last year, we was out to training camp. They picked up a fumble, and Coach Rashad had to lead them through. You remember that when they was talking about how Coach Rashad ran the guy in the end zone with the interception? Y'all don't remember that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, anyway, that dude wanted to stop 2 or 3 times, but Coach Rashad kept hollering, let's go, let's go. Why has a coach got to run all the way into the end zone with you when that should be just a natural thing? Even a fat guy like me that picked up a ball to try to take it to the house, I got ran down. But
did you ever score a touchdown?
Nah.
No?
And every chance I had to, I told the coach, don't put me in there. I don't want to get hurt. Because I always felt like that one time that you try to make me a fat star, I was going to get my leg blown out. So
let's take another break. When we come back, something we touched on a little bit this week, the crowd in New Orleans. It's going to be crazy. From a player point of view, how much does that change your game? And I also want to know where the loudest places y'all played are. On Hangin' with the Boys.
Before your next AT&T Stadium barbecue, gear up with OtterBox, the official outfitter of tailgating. It starts with the Venture Cooler. Built tough in America, Venture keeps ice for days and days. Or stay light on your feet with Trooper Soft Coolers, perfect for packing in your signature side dishes.
Tailgating wouldn't be complete without a beverage, so pour one into the OtterBox Elevation Tumbler. It keeps your drinks frosty and toasty. Discover more about OtterBox line of tailgate essentials at OtterBox.com.
Now's a good time to tell you that SeatGeek is the new source of tickets for all your football needs this season. SeatGeek makes managing tickets easy, whether it's buying or transferring to a friend. They even tell you the best deals for every game based on their deal score technology, which rates every seat on historical data, price, and location. Download the SeatGeek app on your phone and take $20 off your first purchase using code Dallas at checkout. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now, you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites, plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
The excitement of Dallas Cowboys football is back at AT&T Stadium.
The place is going crazy in Arlington, Texas.
Don't miss your chance to see the Cowboys live when they host their NFC East rivals, the Eagles, Giants, and Redskins, plus the Green Bay Packers and more.
Elliott works his way through and walks the dog.
Single game tickets are on sale now. Get them before they're gone.
First and goal, quarterback sneak. Prescott pushes up the middle. Touchdown.
Visit DallasCowboys.com to get your tickets today.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Back. Check out free-to-play predictive games in the Dallas Cowboys app to win cash prizes up to a $10,000 grand prize. Fans must be 21 or older and logged in to play. Download the app for access on game days at DallasCowboys.com/app. I think the questions for this week will be active tomorrow. So
really?
go check it out.
Already,
yeah.
huh?
Be active tomorrow.
Man, I remember we was playing in a game, man, against the Raiders. And fast dude, I can't think of his name, man. Fast dude. Ran past Prime. I'm like, whoa.
They had some, what, Nehemiah, some of the guys?
I don't know who it was, my brother. And me and Prime talked about it. Prime said it was a setup, Nate. He said that dude was fast, but he ain't fast as everybody thought he was. I mean, he may have had world class on the end of his name. He said, but when that ball hit the air, dog, it's a different deal. When that ball hit the air and the receiver was trying to adjust to it, Prime was already on it, man. He ran past him and caught it like he was going for a touchdown. Stopped, looked at the receiver, ran back by him, and the receiver kind of looked like he was going to go, and he realized, Prime, take that thing to the house, man. Just like what he said, Prime didn't even think about it. He's setting you up because he ain't doubting his hands ability.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I know this is a Hall of Famer, Ring of Honor to not only the Cowboys, but everybody else. You know, he in the Ring of Black Honor. Don't put, as a black mark. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I'm not putting them with these guys. But if Awuzie ever can click, is it ever get in his head? You can't tell me a better coverage guy than Awuzie. I mean, it is widely known in the NFL, he going to be all over you. Now, the end result may look...
Just wait.
Yeah. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Now, he may look at, hey, man, you talking about me? You dogging me? No. I'm praying that, boy, one day he get one. Because if he ever do grab one, it may change his life.
Yeah, Jesse was talking about in the break how the ball for a defensive guy comes at you different and you look at it different. For a receiver, it's second nature. That's right. Just what I guess it's the equivalent of when a pitcher has to bat. He's probably overthinking, where's my elbow, how are my shoulders, where are my feet, where's my stance. A hitter gets up there, he's just programmed. That's all he practices. That's what he does.
Yeah, I got a chance to work with Byron Jones 2 off seasons ago, and we just worked on catching. And for him, it's a thought process to catch. Backpedaling is second nature. Breaking is second nature. But when the ball is in the air, now he's thinking, okay, do I go hands over? Do I do the diamond like a little kid? Or how's the ball's coming wide? It's coming too fast. For me, as a receiver, I never thought about catching. Okay, what is the coverage? What is that guy doing? Is he pressing? Is he off? When the ball was in the air, there was never a thought in my mind how I was going to catch this ball. I just did it. We see so many spectacular catches that we see in the league nowadays, they're not thinking. That is a second nature thing for a receiver to just go and catch the ball. And so when you reverse it, Cheeto, Byron, all of those guys, their second nature is to cover, is to break, to backpedal, to flip their hips and run. But now when the ball's in the air, that's when the ball's coming, my hands are like this, I should do this, I should do that. Oh, snap, the ball's on me. And now you're in between hand over, hand under, and you drop it.
How it looks so easy on TV, and the guys look like they don't look as fast on TV, and it doesn't look like they hit that hard. It looks, but when you're there on the field, especially on game day, that's a different level. How fast is that ball coming at you? I mean, is it? Would someone that's not used to, like your weekend athlete that goes and plays flag football, could he go out there and catch a 10-yard out from Dak?
No.
Or
no.
Consistently?
Yeah, like
no.
Might snag what?
If he threw 10 of them, if he had to run a legit 10-yard out, and Dak threw 10 of them, 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me put it simple as this right here. If he don't break his fingers or bust the webbing of he may catch 2. And that's because the quarterback took something off of.
Yeah.
Because going out there just catching the ball from Troy is going to be difficult enough. But in a game with Derek Green coming back with Mike Irvin, going to be a whole lot of the whole different speed.
And then you take somebody like a Brett Favre or a Dan Marino that had a cannon.
Don't even mention it.
Yeah.
Don't even mention it, bro.
No.
So it's that difficult, huh?
Yeah.
Man, I want to.
Brother, I'm
you want to go test it one day, Kurt? Get the jugs machine set up?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something, man. And this is when I really understood it.
That's how Stuart Scott messed his eye up.
Blew his eye up, yeah.
On the jugs machine.
Really? Doing a bit? Wow, I didn't know that.
Michael Irvin, baby brother, came out there. He was at the University of North Texas. They gave him a scholarship. And Mike thought it would be a great idea to say, hey, well, come catch the balls from Troy, and it'll be easier for, about 8 balls hit this dude in the face.
And he was a college athlete?
Literally, this is absolute. I'm glad you said that. My rookie season, I'm with Carson Palmer. I'm running in the out route. Now, in college, they throw the ball when you're open. In the league, they throw you open, right? So in college, the ball didn't come until I was out of my break, looking back at him. He looking at me, oh, yeah, you open. Now I'm going to throw it. In the league, it was different. So I come running this out route and didn't get my head around. And next thing you know, by the time I got my head around, football hit me in the side of the head. And Carson looked around and said, what the hell are we doing? And I was like, and my coach laid into me. You got to get your head around that Rudy Poo. I was like.
Didn't happen again, did it?
Never. I was like, if I don't do nothing else,
my head will be around. All right, quick question. The sound is going to be crazy. Crazy Sunday night.
For him, it don't count as much. For me, it's the world between getting off and having a chance to block a guy, or missing and getting your quarterback or your running back killed. That's how.
Is that because
it is.
Snap count, or is that because you can't hear your teammate next to you?
You cannot hear.
Are you just going off the snap of the ball?
You're going off
is
of
there
a
another
silent
signal?
snap count or holding hands, or a guard touching the center after he's given some type of signal. You cannot hear. So we tried it all. Holding hands. We tried the center bark something. He'll look between his legs, quarterback lift his leg, he'll say a cadence. Then we'll go 1,001, 1,002. And we practiced that the whole week, 1,001, 1,002.
Well, that seemed like it'd be hard just doing a timing thing like that.
Yeah, then we held hands. And then we even tried with the guard. Hey, hut. We tried it all, And New Orleans will make you – I'm telling you, their defense can be ranked 25th in the league. Go in the dome, and you'll think it's a first-ranked defense because they got all the advantage. They moving on the same ball you moving on. And if you got bad feet and not comfortable in what you doing, Rankins, I don't want you to play this week.
How's that change for you guys on the outside?
See, for me, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In the sense of the snap count. I can't hear it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm 2 yards outside the hash. I'm 20 yards away from it. I can't.
So does it affect receivers at all in any other aspect?
Communication. That part.
Pre-snap
stuff, right? So I have to make sure that Dak, and but they have to make sure that Dak, they see the same thing. Because he'll be pointing, you'll be pointing. You won't hear him. You'll see him. Hey, you're saying, okay, is he IDing the mic? Is he telling me the safety's coming down? So that part as well.
Can you hear him in most games? Or is it when it's game day, you can't really hear what he's saying?
No. Some places, there's some stadiums where it's tough. New Orleans is probably the toughest indoor Kansas City, Seattle, probably the toughest outdoor.
Mm-hmm.
But inside, you're gonna see a lot of. And then I have to be on the same page where are our hand signals on point? Even when you're getting in the huddle and he has to call the play out, it's tough to hear in the huddle.
That close, huh?
Yeah. So a lot of times you'll see guys come and they'll be kind of halfway in, and then they'll start hearing the play and they'll run off. Can't do that now, because you might have missed
the most important
the
part.
motion. You might have missed the last part of it. So you got to stay in there. He has to be loud and screaming it. Then if he's doing any audibles, that's the next thing. But it is something about that you're like, man, I can't hear anything. It makes you a step slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't hear. What? So communication has to be key, because that noise can get rattling.
So the best place to score is in the middle of the field. Because you in the middle of the field and the noise is coming down. But, man, when we used to get close to the end zone, we hit that 20, it's like they get even more amped. And you can see them now. You can visually see a person beating and hollering and screaming, "You fat slobby." Be like, that's all right. Larry Allen to get you.
What was the loudest place you ever played, Nate?
Indoors is what he's saying.
Yeah.
New Orleans. Outdoors, Kansas City and Seattle.
Yeah.
Kansas City, I couldn't have believed the way
an outdoor stadium that's out
like that. From when they're good, from when the Jets go over and they say home of the Braves, it does not stop.
Yeah.
It does not.
You kind of get it in Seattle because it's half domed.
Yeah.
But Kansas City wide open and it's still as loud as anything.
They're out in the woods. Well, they used to be. I don't know what now. I don't know now.
Yeah, they're still out.
But they're out in the woods, man. And if you look hard with some binoculars, you can see the wolves looking at the game.
Kurt, you're from Kansas City. Did you ever go to any Chiefs games?
Yeah, I went to a few. It was fun.
Yeah, I bet you heard them too, did you?
Oh, yeah.
If you went back, man, that stadium.
I tell you what else is a pretty loud stadium now, that new Minnesota stadium. That ain't no joke. When they're playing good.
Before they move.
Now, I played in that stadium.
Did you?
Yeah. Don't they got to inject something in there, it seems like.
There's a rumor that they play a little noise on their own, but yeah. But it's like a mini AT&T stadium.
Yeah.
And it gets rocking.
They didn't have to do that before they moved. They used to crank that thing up, the dude on a Harley Davidson.
That's one of the best intros in all of football.
Yeah, Viking dude.
Yeah, what's the name of the song? It's a Led Zeppelin song.
Immigrant Song.
Yeah, they start playing that, and that dude comes out on that motorcycle, and woo, man.
You couldn't. I'm gonna tell you, John Randall. Oh my God, hard.
With the face paint.
Oh man, John Randall. I mean, he moving around, talking. I mean, just nonstop chatter. He ain't got nothing about to run. All he wanted to do was sack the quarterback. So every pass play, every run play, wow, man, went too slow, you're behind. But once I got him in the fourth quarter, then I'm moving around, because we got you, dog. We finna crush you.
Drag them in the deep water.
All right, fellas, let's get out of here. Kurt, good seeing you, man. Thanks for coming. Jesse, thanks for bringing it, man.
So when the donuts coming tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're going to have some donuts. It's National Coffee Day on Sunday, so we're going to get some coffee and some donuts.
Awesome.
Thanks for bringing it, Nate. Kyle, thanks for pushing all the buttons. William, thanks for getting us on air. Caden, thanks for maintaining.
KG.
Maintaining.
Tomorrow, phone calls?
Yeah, we start at
early,
12:30.
12:30. Right? Mama Gross will be on. We'll take some phone calls, and we'll give our predictions.
And y'all can tell us what all Jesse done said again, all right?
On Hanging with the Boys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?